Welcome to Spilling Tea with Kiki, where entertainment means innovation. Hosted by Hollywood powerhouse Keri Ann Kimball. Get ready for conversations that inspire, entertain, and challenge the status quo. Grab your cup. It's time to spill some tea. With your host, Keri Ann Kimball. A powerhouse in the entertainment industry for over 2 decades, Keri Ann Kimball has established herself as a leading figure in Hollywood. As a founder of Kimball Entertainment, she has worked with major studios, networks, and countless celebrities. Her expertise spans across publicity, production, and talent management, making her the perfect host to bridge the worlds of entertainment, business, and innovation.
It's here, the final episode of the season. On this powerful season finale of Spilling Tea with Kiki, we're going out with a bang. We're joined by music producer, actor, and fitness inspiration Erick D. Valerin, U.S. Air Force veteran and content creator Joseph Lopez, and spiritual guide and humanitarian Broc Foerster, who delivers a soul-shifting tarot reading you won't want to miss. Then, for our grand finale, we sit down with Georg, Engelmann, and Steve Keinath for an eye-opening conversation about Kenneth W. Welch Jr. and the groundbreaking vision behind the global corporate machine. You're not going to want to miss a minute of this finale. Let's get into it.
In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Kenneth W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.
Meet Erick D. Valerin. A Los Angeles-based music producer, actor, and fitness model, Erick blends creative expression with a commitment to wellness. You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm happy to have you here at Spilling Tea with Kiki. So Erick, tell me, what got you into the music business?
I grew up around a lot of musicians. My dad was a musician, and he played the trumpet.
Does he still play?
He still plays, yeah.
Nice.
He's in Costa Rica right now. He traveled, he toured, and I was always with him, and he inspired me to get into music. One day decided to pick up the guitar, started playing the piano, started producing music at home, and Natalie was singing.
Yeah, your sister Natalie.
Natalie's a singer. She's an amazing singer, and we've been making music ever since. So
does that ever get, brothers and sisters, you guys seem to get along famously. Is there ever any tension between the two of you working together?
Well, obviously we have a brotherly sister bond.
Right, sibling thing.
Yeah,
yes.
We're we joke around a lot, but we work so well together. Everything is very smooth in the recording process. She's very at ease when we're writing songs together. Everything's just very natural.
That's great. Well, I told her, I said she's very lucky to have somebody like you to support her, because not everybody has that in the business.
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you see your future? Like if you could wave a magic wand, what would you like your future to be?
Definitely continue to move on up in the art of music. Make music that I'm very passionate about, and that's gonna showcase Natalie's voice and just put her on a grand stage and make sure that the world hears her voice, because the world really needs to hear Natalie's voice.
Yeah, she has incredible range.
And I take pride in being her brother and producer. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make it to the top with her.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you have your own music ambitions, or you'd rather support her and help her dreams come true?
That's a really great question, because I'm also an artist as well.
Right.
And I really enjoy the performing aspect as well. I'm also an actor too.
Right.
So I love the art. I love performing. I love putting on a show. So as far as the future, I want to do it all. I want to record big records. I want to get Natalie's voice heard. And I'm just going to produce as many songs as I can. And then along the way, kind of implement, maybe some kind of a collaboration with Natalie.
So I'm so happy you came here, and I hope you guys come to Los Angeles and do another interview with us, and we get to see you guys perform.
Yes.
So thank you so much for coming to this event.
Thank you for having me. I
Of course.
appreciate you.
You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Kenneth W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.
Meet Joseph Lopez, a content creator, fitness coach, comedian, and U.S. Air Force veteran. Joseph uplifts audiences with empowering messages, relatable humor, and mental health advocacy. You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
Hi, Joseph.
Hello, how are you?
I'm happy to have you on Spilling Tea with Kiki, and I'm so happy that you came to this incredible event. I would love to talk to you about the event and your experience with it and how you got to come here and what has your experience been being at this event?
It's been a very unique experience for me. This is my first premiere event, and the way I came was through my girlfriend Maya. She's performing, she was invited. And it's been an absolutely beautiful experience. It's actually my first time I got to see her perform.
So, oh, really?
Obviously I've been around her while she's making her music and that whole process, but this is my first time I've gotten to see her perform live.
Oh, wow.
And, that was a really beautiful experience for me and very moving. Like she definitely has a gift, and so do so many of the people that are here. And I think the overarching experience that I've had is the purpose behind what it is that you guys are doing. It's very different in the aspect of it's so positive for the world and so impactful. And the artists that are independent are usually that way because they stand for something.
Right.
And you guys stand for something as well. And it's very beautiful to see the artists that stand by something, to be working with people who believe in them and will not take advantage of them.
Right, yeah.
And I love that,
And so what artistry are you in?
I would say the big thing is I try to make people smile. I try to make people feel less alone. I try to inspire them. How I initially got into content creation was when I was in the military. I started going to therapy for the traumas as a child, all these sorts of things.
Right.
And I started posting about it on TikTok, not expecting anything. It was an outlet for me. And I ended up reaching millions of people and having hundreds, thousands of people message me saying, like, your video saved my life. I started going to therapy because of what I saw. Like, thank you so much. And I never meant to get into content creation. I was brought to it through
Right.
trying to express myself.
Right, but that must make you feel amazing that your suffering is useful. It's not just suffering and then that's it.
Absolutely. It gave all the pain a purpose.
Right.
And now I'd say my goal with content creation is I want to absolutely shatter the stigma surrounding mental illness.
Right.
And I want people to know the truth. I've been in a place where I did try to take my own life, and I know the truth behind it. I know that that's another voice in your head. That's not who you are.
Right.
That's another voice telling you to do that thing. It's trying to block your gift for the world, what it is that you're trying to give. And I'd say that's probably my biggest message that I want people to know is like, that's not you. That is something else telling you to do this.
Right.
And to just take life one day at a time, and it does not matter what it is that you've gone through. You can heal.
Right.
You can overcome. And through that healing and the freedom that you find when you do heal, you can share that with those around you, and you can allow them to find peace and for them to find healing.
That's really, really amazing. And I see how you can help a lot of people with your story. So thank you so much for sharing it with us. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully in Los Angeles. We'll get to interview you. And thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kiki.
You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Kenneth W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.
Meet Broc Foerster, a humanitarian and spiritual storyteller known for his intuitive tarot readings and soulful content. Broc recently partnered with Kenneth W. Welch Jr. to help launch a fully funded school in Liberia where vision meets purpose and impact. You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
Welcome to Spilling Tea with Kiki. I'm happy to have you on. Now, you have like a lot of names. So what do you like to be called? I personally made up a name for you, B-Rock, which I love.
Yeah, no, it's my great pleasure to be here. Yeah, so I go by the name The Honey Badger.
The Honey Badger. And where did you get that name, the Honey Badger?
Well, it's interesting. If you look at the origin of my name, Broc, you look at where it comes from. Its meaning is the Honey Badger.
So tell me, what is it that you do?
So I am a tarot reader. I'm a humanitarian. I picked up the cards about a year ago after so many people had picked them up for me, and it had changed my life.
Can you tell me what happened when?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went through what is widely accepted and understood as awakening. It's a process of death of a version of yourself. When I was going through some negative energy and going through that process, it was tarot readers on TikTok that found me, and I call it the algorithm of the Most High, through them to me, and were able to tell me things about my life that no other person could, not even my own mother knew, you know, in such a way that it changed my life, that it shaped me and molded me in such a way that I came out of it, and I was like, pick up the cards, and from that day on, I was known as the Honey Badger, reading tarot.
So I've watched some of your TikToks, which I really enjoyed, and you also do the live tarot card reading. Can you explain to me how you do the tarot card readings? And I mean, do you want to do a reading on me? Okay.
Actually, let's just show you. Is that okay?
Okay.
So, first of all, there are cards here. Each card represents an energy. It's important, the way to look at it, I like to describe this as I'm pulling on your energy. So it's like we're talking to you, but imagine there's a version of you 2 years down the road, and she's got everything she wants, every desire. She's got all the yeses.
I have to wait 2 years?
Yes. Now imagine though that we can talk to her right now, so you don't have to wait 2 years. And all these cards are doing is helping us get you to that version of you, that higher version of you. Imagine that we call that your higher self. And so we're getting direction. That's what these tarot cards are. They're gonna give you direction for that. Now it's up to you whether you follow that direction.
Okay.
But it's guidance.
Right.
And as you follow it, you learn, you see the miracle, not before, but once you look back, you're like, oh, that tarot reader, dang. May I have permission to be in your energy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's pull a few cards. Okay. Now, this is talking to me about the environment of this show, what you're looking to accomplish. You don't even have to ask. These cards will tell me. This show is to help people. This card right here is called Judgment. It's also, every tarot reader will see this and they'll call it Awakening. It's to help awaken people. It's in the name, Spilling Tea with Kiki. You know, you want to spill the tea. What's going on? Then you've got the World card, which the World card is, there's minor arcana and major arcana in tarot. The major arcana, there are 21 cards. this is the last of them, which means an end of energy. So it's like completion. It also represents a beginning of a new cycle. And many people will call that New Earth. And that's what we've been talking about. And this is how it gets done. It's moving with your heart out in front. It's going with the flow and letting that be the flow. It's vulnerability. It's what you have in your heart, and let that guide you.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So basically, I have to be vulnerable and lead with my heart, and the show will be a success and help other people.
Right.
That's what I wanted to do this show for.
And not just that, I think it's more to the people watching. If they'll open their heart, if they'll let their heart, if they'll feel it, close their eyes and just feel what's being said.
Right. So to the skeptics out there, what would you say to them?
Exactly that. Close your eyes and hear it with your heart, not your mind.
Right.
And then act on it.
Well, thank you so much for coming on today. If our audience wants to contact you, how do they do that?
They can find me on TikTok. I'm the Honey Badger 555. There's about 50 honey badgers because there's a lot of people that they get on there and they try to take, it's kind of a fight, but yeah, when you get on, you'll find me, you'll see me.
Really, there's only one honey.
There's only one true honey badger, and I'm him.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today, and I'm happy we got to talk. Yeah. Thank you for showing up, and I'll talk to you later.
You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Kenneth W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.
This moment brings it full circle. Georg Engelmann and Steve Keinath reunite with Kiki to reflect on Kenneth W. Welch Jr. Best's bold blueprint for the future. Together, they peel back the layers of the global corporate machine and explore how it's reshaping the narrative around innovation, leadership, and global transformation. You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
Welcome back to Spilling Tea with Kiki. Let's dive back into our conversation with Steve and Georg. So please tell me, what is the most exciting project you're currently working on with the global corporate machine?
The new land-based hydroelectric wave system for hydroelectric power and desaling water.
So Global's X-Wave system, which is an onshore wave generation technology, combined with CDOG's wave energy conversion, put together a power plant concept. And these can be built, these will be built on a gigawatt scale. And our first major project will be a full-scale power plant using the Global Oceanic Designs and CDOG Systems technologies. And those projects are delivered by Diamond Infrastructure Development, right? Who is one of the pieces of the global corporate machine.
And that is exciting.
Yeah.
Can you describe for me what the room's like when Ken is leading a brainstorming session or leading a meeting?
He leads the room very well. It goes around the room and sometimes gets very tense.
Passionate.
Passion. There's a lot of passion in the room. There's a lot of genius in the room, and he choreographs it very well. And as we could have 4 different companies in on the board meeting, and he is so quick to change hats.
Yeah, it's rare to meet people like that.
The thing is that when you work with genius people, they tend to be very into their own thing, and they're going to advocate for their own thing, and they're going to be incredibly passionate about their own thing. And then what you see, though, is that bringing all this together as worlds collide.
Right. So with Ken being the leader, is there a quote or a piece of advice that he's given either one of you or both of you? Is it the same thing that you've like taken to heart and taken with you?
Yes. One is lead from the heart. Be truthful. Don't lie for him. Don't lie to yourself. And he likes to right wrongs, no matter who it is. And for that, he's made me a better person.
That's amazing when another human being can help you become a better person. That's what I think we're here for.
The reason I was giggling a moment ago was that, that question, I could write, I was going to say I could write a book, but actually it's probably more like the encyclopedia, right? Keeping your word.
Right.
At the end of the day, your word is all you got. You'll live it, you'll born with it, you die with it, and that's it.
Right. If you could describe Ken's vision for the future, what do you think it would be?
We see a planet that has experienced salvation. Everything between the condition of the pavement that you walk upon every day to the attitude of the guy that you're going to meet walking on that pavement and everything that exists in between. So I don't care if it's power generation infrastructure or if it's fast food.
Right.
Right? But how do you set the entire world straight, including its karma?
Right.
Right? But I mean, therein is vision.
Right.
Fantasy to reality is his gig. So why not? We can all aspire to that, and it starts there, here, and there.
Right.
Right? So are you on board with it? Okay, cool. Then now we're flowing together.
Teach the planet how to be true caretakers.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. So
Love that.
a positive attitude and infrastructure to support it.
Yeah. What is the biggest misconception of Keinath W. Welch, and how would you correct it if you could?
His math is different. It lives in force. We live in tensile. And the engineers, instead of trying to understand, they walk off.
Right.
And he has to deal with that all the time. So, people need to change their mindset on good for humanity and best idea, best solution, and open your mind. Simply just open your mind and learn.
Yeah. Be open to other ideas that maybe aren't yours.
He's the most incredible opportunist that I've ever met. Okay, and that really takes an incredible diversity of skill and understanding and insight and empathy and so many things that are beyond what you would expect to encounter as or believe is necessary in effective corporate leadership. But in the all-around gymnast sense, I mean, he's got so much in play.
Right.
So that should be the perception of him. I don't know what people think. I haven't gone out and surveyed the audience, okay?
Right.
But our image and our brand and what we have out there in the media space, I
Right.
mean, very clearly shows all these facets of Mr. Welch. And I can say that in as much as he appears to be all that, he actually, from inside looking out, he is all that.
Right.
Yes, he is.
Well, that's good to know.
So what would I change?
Right.
Nothing. I would only try to learn from it.
Right.
Okay, how much of that can I soak up and take for my own?
Right.
Because that's what I'm doing, is that I'm soaking it up and I'm taking it from my own.
Right. Well, I love that. Thank you for both giving us this incredible insight into the world of global corporate machine and the brilliant mind behind it. To our viewers, remember that innovation often comes from unexpected places and unconventional thinkers. Stay curious, stay open, and who knows, you might just find your own Keinath W. Welch Jr. too to collaborate with. Join us next time on Spilling Tea with Kiki, where we'll continue to bring you stories and insights that are shaping our future. Until then, keep evolving, keep sipping, and keep telling the truth.
You're watching Spilling Tea with Kiki.
In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Keinath W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.
As we close out this unforgettable season of Spilling Tea with Kiki, we want to say thank you for your energy, your curiosity, and your truth. This season, thanks to the vision and support of Kenneth W. Welch Jr., we spotlighted bold thinkers, boundary breakers, and creators who are shifting the culture and the conversation. But don't think the kettle's cooling down just yet, because when the next tea spills, you'll want to be front and center. Until then, stay bold, stay curious, and keep spilling.
Stay in the loop. Follow Spilling Tea with Kiki on Instagram and TikTok. Join the conversation today. In a world of constant noise, one voice can change everything. Moxie Media Marketing, founded by visionary Kenneth W. Welch Jr., is revolutionizing how talent is discovered, developed, and shared with the world. Our global network connects extraordinary artists with audiences hungry for authentic expression. We don't just promote talent, we nurture it, champion it, and build platforms where creativity thrives without compromise. From our groundbreaking Harmony of Generations concert series to digital media innovations, we're creating a new entertainment ecosystem where artists maintain their voice and vision. Moxie Media Marketing, because the most powerful stories are waiting to be told.